Hello everyone, I'm going to make a quick demo. It's just one flower and some background. It's going to be a red flower. Um, you can see that now I'm sketching my flower. I'm using a water-soluble graphite. It's very helpful. Once we add water, it's going to disappear. Yeah? Just a, just a sketch, just one flower. So now it's okay. Now you can see my brushes. I'm going to use round and flat brushes. All of them, they are synthetic. I have fresh water here. So, and all my pigments, they are fresh too. And then I'm going to start wetting the paper just randomly, just clean water on the paper. Flower and background, okay? So it's enough, okay? So now I'm going to start mixing a few reds. I want to start my flower. It's just the first layer. I can go deeper in color later. So I start with my flower and I try to suggest a few petals. I try to suggest the flower shape. And now immediately I start my background. You can see that I'm going to mix some sort of green and blue and a little bit of shadow violet just to have some colorful gray. And then I start adding color. Yeah. So, and we can see that there is some sort of blending background and flower. They are blending. And it's exactly what I want, because I can come back later and I can add a few hard edges, but I want this blurry effect at the beginning. So I come back to the flower and I start working with flower. Every time, everything I work background and flower. In this case, it's a background and flower. Or if I'm going to paint a boat, it's boat and background, because I want soft edges since the beginning. So now I'm working with my flower. I'm adding darker reds and then back to the background, a darker background. Hopefully my flower is going to pop up. You can see that I'm not working. There is some parts of my flower that are untouched. We can see the white of the paper. Yeah? It's where I want the most powerful highlights. I leave the white of the paper. You can see that we can see red and we can see the white of the paper. If we leave the white of the paper, we can have a wonderful highlight. And then I keep on adding colors and the darker values. You can see that my paper is still shining. It means that it's still wet. Yeah, so I need to be careful. I don't need to add more water at this point. Yeah, I just add pigment on the paper. I lift out some pigment so I can restore, I can have the white of the paper again. It can come back. I lift every time I lift out, I use a synthetic flat brush. You can see that I try to make a few lines with my flat brush. Look, I'm lifting out and I have the white of the paper again. It's like carving, maybe. So a darker value, so I can show where is the center of the flower. So you can see the white of the paper is still untouched in my flower. You can see a highlight, and I'm going to leave it. So, and then I'm going to start adding stems or something that looks like a stem at the base of flowers. Just a suggestion. A few dots, a few dark dots, some sort of calligraphy work, and then it's okay. It's time to stop and sign.